Namaskar friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of the planet Venus. As you know this thing, that currently in transit, Venus is exalted in the Pisces sign. But on 10th of April, Venus is going to enter the sign of Aries, ruled by the planet Mars, and from 10th of April till 3rd of May, Venus is going to be transiting in the Aries sign only. So guys, when we talk about the transit of Venus in the Aries sign, you have to give special attention to your financial management, your relationship management. If in your case, your occupation, your livelihood is directly connected to Venusian fields, then also you have to give attention. And at the same time, if you define your personality as someone who is very passionate or who is very passion driven, so even in those kind of scenarios, you have to give attention. Because see, whenever we talk about the signification of Venus, so Venus, which in itself represents enjoyment, happiness, beauty, having a good taste in life, just the mere placement of Venus in your chart just tells about which area of your life has got inherent beauty over there. And Venus also represents tact, diplomacy in relationship management. And when we talk about the Aries sign, so out of all the 12 signs, it's the Aries only which lack little bit of the savviness in the state of maintaining harmony, balance or diplomacy while dealing a situation. Because the good forte of the Aries people is that, or the Aries sign is that, they could be very helpful, they could be innovative, they could have good leadership qualities. But when we talk about diplomacy, tact and balance, so this is the area where the Aries zodiac sign lack. And not only that guys, the only thing which is creating this whole transit of Venus in the Aries sign bit alarming is that the sign Lord planet Mars, like Aries Lord Mars, is also on 14th of April is going to be entering the sign of Gemini, which is ruled by Mars's enemy Mercury. So I mean to say, not only the communication department or domain is going to get affected, but at the same time, the way you manage your finances, the way you manage your relationship management, so there also you have to give attention during this transit of the planet Venus. And friends, I forgot to mention this thing, that whenever a planet transits from a water sign to the fire sign, so it has to cross the Gandanta, the karmic knot section as well. So whenever the planet is actually transiting, so the innate nature of the planet or basis its rulership or placement in your chart, those signification can also get a quick surge, or a little bit of the jolt of the energy can also be experienced at the same time. And friends, even behind this like Aries sign, if you also want to understand the nakshatra movement of Venus in the Aries, so from 10th of April till 20th of April, Venus is going to be in the Ashwini nakshatra. From 20th April till 1st of May, it is going to be in the Bharani nakshatra, and in Kritika nakshatra it is going to be just for 2 or 3 days only. So friends, before we will take our discussion to the customize all the ascendants, one thing which equally qualifies in everyone's case is that, see, on 14th of April in the Aries sign, Sun is also going to enter over there and it is going to get exalted. So I mean to say, if you feel that your relationship management is little bit impulsive, it is little bit emotion driven, where you compromise on the fairness in any given situation, so you have to pay attention over there. If you think that your personality is little bit like you easily get provoked in any sort of situation, or you are very passion driven, or while handling any of the matters of finances or going for shopping, you easily fall prey to any of the impulsive shopping decisions. So in all these areas, you have to give attention till the time Venus is going to be in the Aries sign, because friends, it is not going to be a long transit. And once Venus is going to enter from the Aries in the Taurus sign, being ruled by Venus itself, you can fairly see the good returns which will start coming into your life. But the time period from 10th of April till 3rd of May, you have to be in a mode of restraint in the matters of your financial management and the relationship management. So that is something, friends, which I wanted to tell you. As a part of the general transit results, now we will start our discussion customized to all the 12 ascendants. So friends, starting with the Aries ascendant. Now as you know this thing that Venus is going to be transiting in your first house. So I mean to say, if in your case any of the facing the camera, public presentation, content creation, you are an actor, you are connected with the fields of fashion, media, beauty, or your nature of job entails giving presentation. So I mean to say this time period can be seen as positive in that regard. I mean to say that you will fairly see that limelight is going to be on you. Whatsoever you are going to say, you are going to get the right set of audience to listen to, and even some sort of a charm in your personality, able to get the attention of the opposite sex. So from that perspective, this transit of Venus in your first house can be still seen as very positive. Rather, I would even say that even in your case, your 9th house lord Jupiter is also transiting in the 11th house. So if in your case your 7th house lord of house of marriage and relationship, if in your case any of the concerns of the marriage are getting qualified, so this time period can still be seen as very positive for you. But guys, in the case of your financial management, because your second house lord has come to your 12th houses from it, and it has entered your first house. So I mean to say, any of the impulsive decisions in the financial management, or let's say for example impulsive shopping decisions, or even lending your money whose credibility is little bit questionable, so there you have to give attention to. Moving ahead friends, if you want to understand for all the Taurus ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, as you know this thing that Venus not only is your ascendant lord, but at the same time it also rules your 6th house as well, and the ascendant and the 6th house lords transit in your 12th house is not very promising. So I mean to say, the matters of finances has to be given special attention, and at the same time any of the impulsive shopping decisions you have to curb, you have to give attention over there. In the matters of relationship management, or for example heightened sense of passion, quick surge of that adrenaline rush, so that can still be experienced. So I mean to say, if let's say for example you are single, or in all those situations and cases where your nature is little bit perversive, I mean to say sometimes what happen is that for you it might be a joke, but if in transit alignments are like that, or the person you are dealing with, even if that person's mood is also a little bit volatile or personality is little bit unpredictable, so then in those kind of situations some trouble might happen. So I mean to say, your endeavors, your behavior needs to be properly monitored. That is one thing which I want to tell you. There is definitely going to be quick surge of passion, emotions, which will going to be very high, very intense during this transit of Venus. And the third thing is that this is not a very good time to even become an arbitrator or peacemaker in any of the conflicting or disputed situation. You might go there to solve other people's conflict, or might get entangled in those problems, and even this is not a very promising time for you to lend your money to someone. So in this regard you have to give attention. But let's say for example, the moment Venus is going to enter your first house, you are definitely going to get the best results of Venus's transit in your ascendant. Moving ahead friends, if you want to understand this transit for all the Gemini ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, as you can fairly see over here, that Venus is going to enter your 11th house. So I mean to say, in this regard, this transit of Venus can be seen as promising that you might be little bit opportunistic during this time period of or transit of planet Venus. I mean to say, if you are going to see any opportunity, you are going to be very proactive in converting that relationship or converting that prospect into good return, good opportunity. So from that perspective, this transit can still be seen as very promising. And as you know this thing that even in transit, like Jupiter is right now transiting in your 9th house. So I mean to say, you might also remain lucky in getting the support of luck as well, and luck and fortune only might take you to the right places, might give you connections with the right set of people. The only thing which you have to give attention to is that your Mars is going to be transiting in your first house. So I mean to say, try not to be very overwhelming or try not to be very forceful in any of the given situation. So that is the only one thing which I want to advise you. But let's say, for example, the transit of Venus in the house of the wish fulfillment is always a very promising time. So let's say, for example, all those people who are single, qualified bachelors, so this time period, even Venus is Venus was ast till 19th of April. So even after 19th of April, it will be coming out of that. So I mean to say, time period is still very promising, whether in the form of relationship management, good opportunity, good financial returns and rewards. So from that perspective, this time period can be seen as promising, or this transit of Venus can be seen as promising for all the Gemini ascendant natives. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Cancer ascendant natives. So guys, in your case, Venus is a very important planet for you. Venus not only rules your inner contentment, happiness, but at the same time, Venus also rules your house of wish fulfillment as well. And its transit in the 10th house can still be seen as very promising. So I mean to say, if you have been eyeing for some of the contracts or at workplace, some of the situation which in the past might have gone out of your hands. So this might be a good time for you to proactively chase those prospects, chase those deserving things which you are entitled for. So from that perspective, this time period can still be seen as very promising for you. Let's say, for example, if in your case, any of the content creation, public facing, giving presentation, if all those things qualify, you work in PR field, in advertising, in the creative department. So I mean to say, this transit of Venus in your 10th house can still be seen as very promising. The only thing which you have to give attention to is that you have to understand the fine line, a balance between. So try to pursue, but at the same time, try not to become a bit forceful in those given circumstances while dealing with your bosses. But from the perspective of some responsibility coming your way, having a good cordial relationship with your bosses, with people in authority. So from that perspective, this transit can be seen as very promising for all the Cancer ascendant natives. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand for all the Leo ascendant natives. So guys, in your case, as you know this thing, that Venus is going to be entering your 9th house. So I mean to say, if let's say, for example, heightened surge of passion and feelings, if that might have been bothering you from past few days. So I mean to say, the moment Venus is going to enter your 9th house, this can be seen as very promising time for all of you guys. As you know this thing, that Venus is the house lord of your career, of your 10th house, and at the same time it also rules your 3rd house of courage, valor, self-initiated efforts. So I mean to say, its transit in the 9th house is definitely going to help you in all of those regards, whether in the form of your professional endeavors, whether if you work with your own skills, if you have been working hard or trying to convince some of the people or projects or partners. So I mean to say, this time period is promising for all of your your skills or any of your entrepreneurial goals. So this time period or this transit of Venus in your 9th house can still be seen as very promising. And as you know this thing, that 3rd house connected professions, sales, media, marketing, advertising, journalism. So all these people can also get benefited because of the transit of Venus in their 9th house. Now guys, moving ahead. Now if you want to understand the transit of Venus for all the Virgo ascendant natives. So guys, as you know this thing, that Venus is going to be transiting in your 8th house. So not only 8th house is a little bit chaotic, unpredictable house, secretive, scandalous house, and in your case, Venus is a very important planet for you because Venus rules your 2nd house of finances as well. So I mean to say, during this time period of Venus's transit, you have to give a lot of attention to your financial management, specifically lending your money to someone, giving your money to someone, or someone who has got a very questionable credibility. So there you have to give very special attention while trusting with this person in your finances. And at the same time, see, 8th house is also the house of scandals as well. So I mean to say, if in your case your activities are questionable, your behavior towards the opposite sex is always under scrutiny, so this is the time period where have to give special attention. Guys, I mean to say, I have already given this example before. In normal times, if the planetary transit is favorable, your dashas are favorable, so in those kind of circumstances, no matter how questionable your own activities are, you might remain saved. But the moment any shift happens in the transit, you become susceptible, you become vulnerable if your own activities are under scrutiny, are in question. So I mean to say, your behavior towards the opposite sex needs to be monitored. If your personality is little bit overly passionate, so I mean to say, during this time period you have to understand making a fine balance between a balance in any of the indulgent aspects of the life. Now this could be connected to sex, this could be connected to alcohol, this could be connected to partying, so anything. There has to be fine balance in all those areas of life. But let's say, for example, if in your case anything connected to the 8th house, profession or livelihood qualifies, like you work in the adult industry, or if in your case any of the revenue, insurance or wills or banking, if these sector qualifies, so still this time period or transit of Venus can be seen as beneficial for you, where some quick unpredictable results in your favor might also materialize, but your behavior has to be properly monitored. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand it for all the Libra ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, as you know this thing, that Venus is going to be entering your 7th house. So 7th house is a very important house. It is the house of your business management, commercial activities. It is also the house of your public image, and it is the prime house of your partner. So I mean to say, in the case of all those people who are single, who are awaiting to find the right prospective match, so this time period can still trigger some energy. But guys, you have to understand this thing, that when we talk about the transit of Venus to the Aries sign, this is not the time period of a sustainable, long-lasting or committed relationship. Whenever we talk about the Venus's transit in the Aries sign, it is all about like one night stands, it is all about flings, it is all about infatuation. So I mean to say, just remain bit cautious, bit careful in understanding the true love and infatuation. And at the same time, let's say for example, all those people who are already engaged or married, so a heightened sense of passion, spending good time with your partner can be seen, which can materialize during this transit of Venus. And at the same time, for all those people in whose case any of the media, facing camera, content creation, if all these things qualify, fame related qualify, dealing with public qualifies, so this time period can still be seen as very positive, very promising for you, where your heightened passionate endeavors might be able to give you good audience or good acceptance and appreciation from your audience. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand for all the Scorpio ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, Venus is going to be transiting in your 6th house. Now as you know this thing, that Venus has entered a house of conflicts, house of difficulty, and that too in a very volatile, in a very explosive or impulsive sign. So I mean to say, one thing which I am advising to everyone is that your activities, specifically where any form of enjoyment, where any form of pleasures qualify, there has to be proper balance in those kind of circumstances and situation. Because you know this thing, that in your case, even the planet Mars, which is your ascendant lord, is going to be transiting in your 8th house. Although there is a house exchange which is going to be happening, but at the same time you have to give attention towards your own activities. And at the same time, this time period can still be seen as very promising, that all those people who are your juniors, who are your subordinates, you might be able to approach those people and confront all those disputed situation, or might be able to come to a good resolution or a well accepted solution for everyone. From that perspective, this time period can still be seen as very promising. This is not a very good time period for you to trust with your money on with other people. Now this could be lending your money to someone or asking or borrowing money from someone. So in those areas you have to give special attention. That is one thing which I want to tell you for all the Scorpio ascendant natives. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand it for all the Sagittarius ascendant natives. So guys, in your case, Venus is going to be transiting in your 5th house. So guys, as you know this thing, that whenever we talk about the transit of the Venus in the 5th house, so this time period can still be seen as very promising for any of the love romantic relationship matters or prospects. But again, you have to give attention to understanding the true love and differentiating it with flings or any sort of infatuation. So be very very insightful in those kind of scenarios and circumstances. All those people who are going to approach you or ask you out, what is their credibility? That is one thing which I want to advise you over here. Now coming to the other areas of life, let's say for example, you are connected to the fields of entertainment, media, film business. This time period can still be seen as very promising for you. For all those people who are students, I'm not seeing very promising time for them in this regard. Although your ascendant lord Jupiter is well placed in the 3rd house of your skills, of your hard work, but at the same time Venus might give you temptation towards cell phone, party, going out with people, enjoyment. So you have to make a healthy fine balance in those areas of life. But let's say for example, if you are already a parent, so during this time period, you might be able to spend quality time with your children. Your family might plan some outing or some picnic, some long drives. So having good quality time with your children. So from that perspective, this time period can still be seen as very promising for all the Sagittarius ascendant natives. Venus is going to be triggering your 5th house, and Venus is a very important planet for you because Venus rules your 11th house of wish fulfillment as well, 11th house of your social influence as well. So I mean to say like for any of the speculative nature of work, if that qualifies in your case, so in those areas success can still be attained, and at the same time the support of the friends can also come to your rescue, might help you. But one thing which you have to take care during this transit of Venus is that try not to get into the conflicting situation of other people. Try not to become the peacemaker, because you might go there, you might approach those people with good intention and you might yourself become a scapegoat. So just try to remain a bit watchful in those kind of circumstances. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand it for all the Capricorn ascendant natives. So guys, as you know this thing, that Venus is going to be transiting in your 4th house. So guys, 4th house is a very important house which tells about your emotions, your feelings, inner contentment. So I mean to say, there could be all those circumstances or situation where you are going to get all those deja vu moments. Like this could happen anyways. Now some old friend might come and might trigger up your pent up emotions and feelings. All those memories might start coming onto the picture. So here we are talking about good memories, good moments which might come on the surface. So from all of those perspectives, this time period can still be seen as very promising. Venus is a very important planet for all the people connected to the film business, because not only Venus rules your artistic creative talents, which is your 5th house, but at the same time it also holds the potential to give you the platform as well to showcase your those talents, which is your 10th house. So I mean to say, for all those people who are connected with the film television business, some new opportunity, acknowledgement, recognition, media doing story on them, their work getting appreciated. So from all of those perspectives, this time period can still be seen as very promising for all the Capricorn ascendant natives. So I mean to say, if in your case dealing with luxury qualifies, dealing with vehicles qualify, you are by yourself trying to or planning to buy a vehicle, so even from those perspectives, this time period can be seen as very promising for all the Capricorn ascendant natives. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Aquarius ascendant natives. So guys, in your case, Venus not only rules your house of luck and fortune, but at the same time, it also rules your house of inner contentment as well. And its transit in the 3rd house can still be seen as very promising for all those people in whose case 3rd house matters a lot. Now whether your occupation, your livelihood is connected with the third house. You work with your own skills. In your case, sales, media, marketing, social media qualifies. So you might get benefited. And the good part here is that with the transit of Venus in your third house, whatsoever opportunity is going to come or whatsoever is going to happen, that might happen in a quick way, or where your own passionate endeavors, like you will definitely see that if you work with your skill, you might be putting more of your passion, feelings, and whatever you are doing, you might do it with lot of additional energy or intensity. So from those perspective, this time period can still be seen as very promising for you. And let's say, for example, if in your case relationship management, liaisonship, or you have a very active social life, so support of the friends, people in your neighborhood, spend quality time with these people, some short travels, journeys, last moment trips and travel plans might materialize for all the Aquarius ascendant natives. And the good part here is that no matter or whichsoever travels are going to materialize, those travel are going to be very pleasing, very emotionally fulfilling as well. And last friends, if you want to understand the transit results for all the Pisces ascendant natives, so friends, in your case, Venus not only rules your house of courage, valor, but at the same time, it also rules the house of unpredictability and scandals, the 8th house as well. So I mean to say, its transit in the second house can be seen as in a way that in the matters of your financial management, you have to follow proper caution. If in your case, any of the impulsive financial management qualifies, or trusting someone with a questionable credibility qualifies, then in those kind of circumstances, because of your own impulse, because of your own haste, things might go haywire. So there you have to give attention. And at the same time, see guys, the good part about this transit of Venus in your second house is that in the matters of your family, in the matters of your values, you might remain on the edge during this time period. I mean to say, if anyone is going to say anything concerning your belief, concerning your values, concerning your family ties, or all those people who are very near and dear to you, so you might lose out. So there you have to give proper attention to. And at the same time, guys, whenever we talk about the rulership of the 8th house not always works against us. I mean to say, currently, right now, the planet of wisdom is transiting right over your first house. So I mean to say, you have this discerning wisdom to look through any of the wheel of illusion. So make use of your judgment properly, surrender to the gods, and in the matters of finances, just have proper tact, diplomacy, and a proper balance while dealing with any of the matters of the finances. So that is the only one thing which I want to advise you with the transit of Venus in your second house. So that is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for the transit of Venus in the Aries sign for all the ascendants. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.